right? We're on the same mission. Yesterday's in your rearview mirror. There's nothing you can do except for reflect on maybe what you might be doing differently as you step into today. But you got a job to do, all right? And I want to see everybody's eyes that you're ready to step into that challenge, okay? What you did well yesterday, capitalize on that. What didn't go so well, just make sure not to repeat the same thing again. It's a little warm, baby girl, but I did remember it. I didn't get to get yours. Okay. Sorry, you didn't put it in with the order.
It's okay.
Okay. I got 15 minutes on a timer. Anybody give me 15 minutes on a timer? Thank you. Okay. I understand, but there's one thing I want to ask before we get to the end. So y'all, I'm so excited to be here with you and taking a day off of work to be here. This is where I'd rather be, to be honest. Okay, and on a Friday, it's hard to mess up my Fridays. They always end up good. I understand that there was a little shift since the last time we spoke. There was a little shift to the team dynamic. And so I want to talk to you just a little bit about recognizing that shift for what it is, and then how you're going to lock in and continue as a team to build on what you started. Even though there are some pieces to the puzzle that are no longer here, you all will fill in those gaps, click it together, and achieve what you set out to achieve together as a team. Okay? So we're going to talk just a little bit about overcoming those obstacles. Like Coach said earlier, stepping into today with your purpose, with your intent, and letting that be a part of your every move when you're on the court. All right? Don't get stuck in the setbacks. Obstacles are a part of the challenge, right? Believe that you can overcome the challenge to be a better player today than you were yesterday. And all it takes is the effort. But you can't have the effort with a bad attitude, right? Those energies don't balance each other out. So you have to reset your attitude, knowing that you can overcome, and then put that into, starting here, put that into your physical self and put that energy on the court as you're playing. I am going to ask you before we leave, and this is why I set myself short on the timer. I asked you the last time we spoke together, when you were given your piece of the puzzle, to give one word of commitment to yourself, to your team, going into every game. So I'm going to ask you all, before we wrap up things today, to share that one word that you chose. And even if it's different from what you wrote down before, that's fine. Be present in this moment of saying, my one word for today, my one word of commitment to self and team is this. And we'll just keep it pushing. Okay? So I'm telling you that in the beginning, so you'll have something ready for me when we get to the end. So I wanted to speak just a minute about energy vampires. You're all on the same mission, right? And some people can present themselves to be a part of that mission, but not really be locked in 100%. We don't have room to be anything less than 100%, because you got one shot at today, and you got one shot at every game you play. And you start off, and you may not start off so well, but you make the necessary adjustments to have the end be what you would desire, to be that desired outcome. And it starts in your head. It starts with visualizing it. It starts with trusting those people, those young ladies to your left and to your right. And if they do err, it's part of the process. Reset, lock in. We're not done yet. Stay committed to your purpose. So an energy vampire, have you ever noticed the energy shift in any room? When you've walked into it, it might be high vibe, and then something just changes. And it could be one or two people, but it can affect the entire room. So then I ask you, have you ever noticed energy shifts on the court? From the beginning of the game, you're all hyped, you're ready to go, you're all locked in. Somebody makes a mistake or two, that can affect the energy of the entire team. That is a loss that you put on yourself. Obstacles and challenges are meant to be overcome, but you can't give in before the job is done, okay? So apparently there were some energy vampires, in my opinion, that are no longer a part of this team. They made that decision for themselves. There was a motto from one of my husband's basketball teams way back in the day, and the motto was commit or quit. If you're not committed, if you're not 100% all in, what are you doing here? Don't use it as a setback to the rest of the team. If you don't want to be here, no disrespect, I'd rather you do make that commitment to quit than stay and drag everybody else down who's on a mission to succeed. You don't know what's going to grow, what's going to come after this stage, right? So I want you to give everything that you've got with the people that are here to fight that battle with you instead of thinking about those that are no longer a part of this. It is natural if you mourn the loss, if you had a close relationship with these individuals. But know that mourning the loss and staying in that state of mourning is not going to help you be a better player. Their decision to not be here is not within your control. But their decision to not be here betters you, in my opinion, in the way that cancer can spread. Toxicity can drain the energy of a team. So if that was the case, and they are no longer here, the only thing I want you to be sure of as you reflect for just a moment is that none of that toxicity has infected or invaded you. Again, if you were friends, no disrespect, but they have moved on. And those ladies that are here remaining, you're still on the same mission, okay? And that mission is one of success. That mission is one of growth in mind, growth in body, growth in your energy to be a better player today than you were yesterday. And we can only do these things one day at a time, one moment at a time. You can't think forward because forward is not guaranteed. You don't know what forward is going to bring, and you can't look back because there's nothing about what is behind you that you can say or do to make it any different from what it was. It is what it is. But you are the titans that remain. You are the titans that need to lock in together and make this happen for all of you, right? For everybody around this table. You've made that commitment to each other. Talking about it is one thing. Now you got to let it show. I've heard students say, don't talk about it, be about it. Now you got to let it show. Okay? All right. So then that wraps it up. Success is a decision. When you fall down, it is a choice whether you stay down or it's a choice whether you get back up. And I hope to see all of you get back up and put in today even more that you put into yesterday, and let's just see where the chips fall, okay? So I asked you at the beginning, what is your one word of commitment for this season? One word of commitment to yourself, one word of commitment to your team, one word of commitment to your coach that you're going to step into when you step on the court. And it's going to be a part of your physical reality. We're going to see it without even knowing the words, but you all know the words that you're going to give to each other right here, right now. Does anybody want to go first?
I'll go.
All right. Jayla, thank you.
My word is effort.
Effort. 100%?
100% effort.
On and off the court.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. We'll encourage you for that.
Mine was determination.
Determination. Okay. Can you explain just a little bit?
That I'm always determined to do the best I can for my team and coach.
At all times, right? Even when the mistakes are made, you got it. Reset, lock in, let's go. Till that clock ticks down to the last buzzer. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Yes, thank you, Rania.
My word was fire.
Can you explain, please?
I'm committing to bringing fire on the court every single game.
Bring the heat,
Every single practice.
okay? If you get burned, you're on the wrong side of the court, in my opinion, okay? I love it. Thank you very much. Who's next? Got it.
I'm
Megan?
gonna bring energy every day.
Okay.
Whether it's positive energy that needs to get even more upbeat and going, or whether it's us on the sidelines getting everybody to cheer for the people on the court, or people on the court getting them in a better mood to want to perform for each other.
Okay.
So we can have that fire and determination.
I love it. I love it. And using your words right back at you. This is why we're doing this. This is why you say it out loud. Who's next? I'm leveling up right now. Yes. Thank you, Julia.
Confidence that we can get ourselves out of the hole if we dig ourselves into, confidence that we can do our job on the court and all.
Okay. Have that courage. Have that confidence. I love it. Thank you. Who's next? Me. Yes. Lala. And then we'll come to you, Belen.
My word is consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Yes. Why is that important? Why is it important to be consistent every time you step on the court? All right. It will give you that opportunity, that outcome. Can anybody help her out? Yes, Rania.
That your teammates always know they can rely
They know what they can expect from you. You didn't know that for yourself, but you chose that word. That's awesome. It's a good one. It's important to be consistent, right? And then to build on that strong foundation that you've left. Good job, Lala. Thank you. Belen?
I chose unity.
Unity. Okay. Ooh, I like it too. Yes?
It was like when we last had our meeting, everything, it's still very I guess present within the team right now, but everything was happening and I think there were just so many conflicts and all I wanted was for our team to just be together and
And unified.
yeah.
Okay. United we stand, divided we fall, right? And you don't want that division.
Right.
I got it. I love it, Belen. Thank you. Taylor.
Add on to that, mine was camaraderie.
Okay, camaraderie.
So for us to always be together and work together.
To lock in and work as a unit. All right, I'm glad we're saying these things out loud because it's a good reminder, and I didn't know before what I know now. Got a couple people left? Ready? Say again?
Ferocity.
That isn't the same word family as ferocious. And ferocious is what I'm familiar with, the wildest of animals. Can you explain why you chose that word?
It's more fun to play that way, I think. Like playing bigger than yourself. Like knowing that there's a team.
Hey, okay. I wouldn't have thought of that though. It's more fun to play that way with that ferociousness, ferocity. I love it. E?
I pick joy. Just bring happiness on and off the court and bring everybody together.
You do that.
Okay. And I want to say that I do notice that about you. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but when you step on the court, you bring that joyful energy with you. I did notice. So now it's just confirmed. You're intentional. Intentional about that.
My word is progress. At practice, you can't get worse or you can't get better, and the goal is always to make progress. In the conference too, making progress about how we compete against people, even if it's not the outcome we want. If we progress as a team, that's a win. Also, being at the 2-year level, our job is to progress you as athletes, right? I would prefer to have athletes that come here, compete, get better, and move on to bigger, better opportunities. So that's a lot of what we do is try and prepare you to progress to that level.
All right. Coach?
Mine's discipline. So having discipline on the court, off the court, knowing your jobs and responsibilities, knowing that each individual job is what makes our team connect. So whether it's a middle, understanding reading the block, or a defense, understanding that what that block does is how we shift on defense. Just making sure that we maintain our individual discipline because each individual discipline ends up creating our whole team chemistry. So.
I love it. I'm sorry. Thank you.
My word was grit.
Grit.
Just always busting my butt, being able to do better for the team and pushing my teammates and just having that fire and fight, not backing down when someone pushes you, always wanting to do better and push yourself and be the best you can be.
Okay. I love it. Grit. The grind is not going to stop. Yes, Coach.
I just want to do a shout out. Gigi showed that yesterday. You came in, with the opportunity you were given, and whether that results weren't there, I saw grit.
Awesome.
You came out ready. So I just want to acknowledge that too.
Awesome. That is awesome. So again, ladies, success is a decision. And by sharing that one word and sharing this information with each other, I see the level of commitment. I see the unity coming closer and closer. I love all the other words that you are committing to that your teammates are now aware of, so we can remind you that on this mission together, we might have a slightly same purpose is to win, to get out there and win as much as you can. Same purpose to improve, but now you know each individual. Remember when you said that ferocity, AJ? I'm not seeing it right now. Girl, let's go. Level up simply because you can. Your words have power. The words that you speak to yourself have power, either for you to step in and perform at your best whenever that opportunity presents itself, or you can talk yourself out of being your best. And I want you to know that this decision is going to be one of the greatest decisions of your life. As long as you stay locked in, learn from the mistakes, learn from the losses, Learn from every win and capitalize on that every chance you get. My words for you ladies are support and encouragement all the time. We adults tend to see in you players things that you don't always see in yourself. And we have to remind you that once you believe, you're very much closer to that achievement that you've set yourself up for, okay? One shot at today. Make the most of it, all right? And of course, at Semper Zen, we always hope you have the courage to speak life to yourselves and each other, to spread love and kindness, and to live with peace of mind, peace of body, peace of spirit. That is living Zen. Thank you very much once again, Titans, for your time and attention. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And did the timer even go off?
You had 5 seconds left.
What? All right, I'm getting better, y'all. I'm getting better. Are there any questions, comments, concerns, any statements that you all want to say to me or to each other?
Let's win.
Yeah, I also want to say I think a lot of opportunity has been presented with the 3 people that have left, because now there is no room for, oh, I can just sit on the bench this game and like self-reflect. No, it's like we have to step up. There's 11 of us now because Kayla can't be here. There's 11 of us. That's 6 people on the court, 5 on the bench. There's no room for making excuses for ourselves anymore and, oh, I can just have a bad day because I know Lucy will go in for me. Like, there's none of that anymore. It's time for all of us to step up, take the challenge that's been given to us, accept it, move on, play hard. That's all we can do from here. That's it.
Let's go. Yes, Coach.
You know, ladies, I coached basketball for 25 years. So team dynamics is nothing new for me, right? X's and O's, I'll never argue with coaches about X's and O's because that's not my deal. But the best teams I've ever been a part of were self-check teams, where the coaches didn't have to get on you about playing hard or bringing effort. You can't take it personal, right? If your teammate steps to you and says, hey, you're not being ferocious, you're not being committed, you're not being confident, you have to step up. Because all the parts, no matter how you lay them out on the floor, like if you take the best Maybach, right, Mercedes, and just put parts all over the floor, that's great. But it's the sum of the parts when it comes together that makes greatness.
Okay.
Right? And that's each one of you now are a part of something that could be great. Right? We know we have better players than we had last year. Right? We are moving in a better direction than we were last year. Okay? But you ladies have got to want it more than they want it for you. They see things like Miss Iggy said in you that you don't necessarily see in yourselves or your teammates. But you have to believe that the sum of the parts are greater, or the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, right?
Yes.
Or the sum of the parts is greater than the whole, I should say. And you have to believe that. You have to go out there and just give every ounce of effort. I love Cody's word of discipline. We are disciplined and we always think about something bad. Oh, I got in trouble. I got to be disciplined. No, discipline is doing the right thing the right way every time.
Yes.
You know, that's discipline. And when you're on the court, you have to be disciplined in your assignment. Like Coach said, get in your spot, get to where you're supposed to be, and play your role. We're going to shank balls. We're going to miss hit balls. We're going to miss set balls. We're going to miss serve balls. It's like a bad golf shot. I hit it in the water. Well, guess what? I got to put another one on the ground. I got to hit the next ball.
Reset, lock in.
Keep going.
Let's go.
Just keep going. Me and Miss Iggy been around. We come to everything as you see, right? I don't miss much. And I see the growth. I see the betterment of this team, right? And you have to, last year we had some addition by subtraction last year. And you could tell by the body language that was on the court, you could tell by the spirit that this team had. The wins got a few more after the subtraction last year, okay? And we've seen it on our daughters' volleyball teams and club, where team players get hurt and they leave and the team just gets better. It's that chemistry. And I think now you guys have that ability. You just got to put it together on the floor.
Absolutely agreed. Thank you for explaining that addition by subtraction, because I don't think I could have pulled it off so well. Appreciate you. And it makes the dream work. Thank you. I don't know whose bunny this is, but thank you for letting me hold it for just a minute. But here we go, ladies. One shot at today. Okay? Start to finish. Lock in. Let's go. Let's go, Titans.